everyone. Our topic today is about industrial relation. Firstly, what is industrial relation? Industrial relation is about relationship between an employee and also an employer. Industrial progress is impossible without cooperation of laborers and harmonious relationship. Therefore, it is an interest of all to create and maintain good relations between employees and employers. Industrial relations is also defined as relation of individual or group of employee and employer for engaging themselves in a way to maximize their productive activities. Next is the importance of IR is an outcome of relationship in industry. It also creates rules and regulations to maintain peace and harmony. And it also important parts of IR are employees and their organization, employer, and their association and government. Then the concept of IR is concerned with the systems, rules and procedures used by employees and employers, and also to determine the reward for effort and other conditions for employment. And last one is to protect the interests of the employee and their employers. And then, who is the members involved in IR? First, employer. Second, employee. Third, trade union. And the last one is government. So right now, please welcome 3 persons who are the trade union ambassadors that come from different companies. So in this meeting, we are going to make a session question and answer. So, Assalamualaikum and hi guys. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Thanks for joining us today. So as we know, we are going to discuss something related to the IR. Just now I'm telling the people about IR because I think not many people know about it. So here I want to ask you guys. The first question is, can you guys tell me about the background of IR in Malaysia?
Oh, sure, I can tell. Generally, employers and employees both have the right to form and join the unions to safeguard their interests and must satisfy the conditions within any particular establishment, trade, occupation, or industry. Membership of union is limited geographically. For instance, employees or employers in Peninsular Malaysia shall only join a union all of whose members based in the peninsula, whereas employees or employers in Sabah or Sarawak shall only be members of union established in Sabah or Sarawak. The main objective of trade unions are as follows. Number 1, regulations of relations between workmen and employers for the purpose of promoting good industrial relations between workmen and employers, enhancing the economics and social status or increasing productivity. Number 2, regulation of relation between workmen and workmen, between employers and employers. Number 3, representation of either workmen or employers in trade disputes. Number 4, conducting of or dealing with trade disputes and matters relating thereto. Number 5, promotion or organization or financing of strikes or lockouts in any trade or industry, the provision of pay or other benefits for its members during strike or lockouts. Policies and guidelines for the formations, function, obligations, and activities of trade unions are generally featured in the Trade Unions Act 1959 and Trade Union Regulation 1959, which come under the purview of the Trade Union Affairs Department, Ministry of Human Resource.
Oh, I see. Very nice explanation. So the next question is, how you guys promoting the union to your employee?
Oh yeah, the way we promote the union to our employee is improve our retention. Trade union negotiate on their members' behalf with employers to find solution that meet business need, while ensuring that workers are treated fairly by giving employees a voice and supporting them when they are unhappy at work. Union significantly improve staff retention and reduce absenteeism. Improve working condition in union workplace also give employees a powerful incentive to remain in their job for longer and to use their time to work more productively.
Thank you. Okay, last one is, can you explain the relevant acts that workers should know regarding the trade union?
Okay, actually we have 3 acts in industrial relation. One is Trade Union Act 1959. The act regulate the registration of trade union and the use to trade union funds. Every trade union must apply to be registered under this trade union act in order to function legally. The act set out the responsibility of trade unions and their members to provide rule on the right of workers to form and participate in any lawful trade union activities. In addition, to provide rule on the right of employer to form and participate in any activities of legitimate employer association. Finally, to create and promote law that affect the interests of such union members. Number two is Industrial Relation Act 1967. Trade disputes is defined under the Industrial Relation Act 1967 or Act 177 as any dispute between an employer and his employees on issues relating to employment, non-employment, condition of employment. The Act regulates the relationship between employer and their employees for the trade union. It is to provide and promote a harmonious relationship between employer and employee. In addition, to provide guidelines on collective bargaining between employer and employee. Finally, to establish procedure for trade settlement. Number 3 is Employment Act 1955. The Employment Act provides minimum term and condition to certain categories of workers. Mostly work it financially. The Employment Act 1955 applies to Peninsula, Malaysia and Labuan only. For Sabah Sarawak, their government by their respective labor ordinance. The Act set out rules that cover all aspects of the employment of employees. Among the provision cover terminate or service, worker hour, maternity and sick leave benefit, as well as salary payment. This provision regulation is intended to protect against exploitation by employer. Among the protection is to provide minimum benefit to employees covered by the Act, to create certain right for employers. Finally, to create certain right for employers.
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you, great guys. Now every question has been answered. It's a great opportunity to meet you guys. Thanks again for coming and joining us. Thank you. As a conclusion, the background of IR is generally employers and employees both have the right to form and join their own unions to safeguard their interests and must satisfy the condition within any particular establishment, trade, occupation or industry. Next, how they are promoting their union is improved staff prevention. Trade unions negotiate on their members' behalf with employers to find solutions that meet business needs while ensuring that workers are treated fairly. And lastly, the relevant act is Trade Union Act is 1959, Company Relations Act 1967 and Employment Act 1955. So that's all from me. Till we meet again in the next session.